Today I'm starting my ginger and turmeric. If you're new here, my name is Sharon. I'm gardening in zone 8A. Well, it switched over to zone 8B, but we're sticking with zone 8A. Long story short, but I'm gardening in zone 8A and I garden in an HOA also. So we are starting today. Today I am starting my ginger, and this is store-bought ginger that I'm starting. Let me get it over here. Store-bought ginger that we're doing. Last year I grew ginger. I'm gonna link the I grew ginger last year, 2023 and 2022. But 2022 I didn't start my ginger. I purchased ginger from Baker Creek. So what I have here is my 10 by 20 seed starting cell trays, the ones without the hole. I have about an inch, about an inch. You can put an inch to 2 inches of soil at the bottom, pat it down lightly, not that much. The soil is already moistened. This is the black gold potting mix. The whole ginger I purchased from the store, right? And right in between there, let me turn it this way, right there, you see that yellow thing right there? That's what we're looking for. That's what the ginger is going to grow from. The leaves are going to grow from. And you have some in between here also. So I just break it off. You need a good amount, a good piece, not tiny little pieces, like, this is my phone, like this much. And this is what we're looking for our ginger. And we're going to just place it. Oh, you can't see. All right, here. We're going to place them like this in our tray. So after you break it off, you can tell I'm tired. You're going to get you're going to see that wet part right there, the ginger, the flesh right there. You have to let it dry over. So about 2 to 3 days, and it callus over, it dries like this, kind of like your potatoes. If you're cutting them to double your planting, you cut them and you let them dry over, let them have the callus over them, right? So these are the ones that are callus over. I cannot plant this right now because it's wet. Actually, I should not plant it because I have a lot of ginger. You're going to see this is one container of ginger that I've already separated, and this is another. Okay, so it's looking like this. Both of these trays are going to be ginger. There is another in the fire. Some of these pieces are, that's nice, right? Gonna get a nice thing from that. There is another. And you just lie it down like this. This is kind of like doing sweet potatoes in the dirt. But this, unlike the sweet potatoes, you are going to cover it. You are going to cover it with dirt, with some more soil. This has like a little piece there, but I believe in you. I believe in you. You're going to make this happen. Those little small pieces, I'm going to just line them right here. So we have 4 in each row. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 across, 8 down. So I did it halfway so you can see exactly how, right there, covered it up. And you don't need to put it in one of these trays. You really don't need to do that. You can, last year I started them in the strawberry containers. You know, you go to the store, you buy the strawberry, and it comes in that container. You put some coffee filter at the bottom of it because it has holes at the bottom and you don't want the soil to come out. So you put the coffee filter at the bottom of it and you pour your soil in there and start your ginger. That's how I started my store-bought ginger last year. So I don't want to pick up that big old heavy container. So I'm just carrying the soil here in this. And in about 4 to 6 weeks, you will see the little ginger popping up, little ginger leaf popping up. And then I'm going to transfer them to the rose pots, to these 4-inch pots. And these 4-inch pots, you can pick them up. They sell them 5, sometimes 5 in a set for $1.25 from Dollar Tree. You can pick it up from Dollar Tree. You can pick it up at Dollar General. What am I forgetting? Oh, my labels, of course. Okay, so veering off a little bit, these are my red Norlands potatoes. So you see all of these sprouts, these eyes on there. So this year, and I learned this from Daisy Creek. Like you can pop off or take something and dig out those eyes, because this year I'm just going to do one eye right here, this one right here. You take those off and you let it scab over. It's just like if you were cutting it in half. I could cut this in half and have 2. I can cut this cut over here, because I've had potatoes grow in my compost with just potato peel, and the potatoes were growing from it. But I can cut here, divide it up wherever I see one of these things, and let it scab over and put it in a pot and grow. Okay, let me talk to you about ginger. I'm not an expert, but I have grown ginger 4 times. This is my 4th time. This is my 3rd time in Georgia and once in New York. And from growing ginger, and you guys, I'm going to link the harvest video. You can see ginger. This is the ginger. It grows like this. It grows this way, right? How does this go? This go attached. It grows like this, long ways, like this. So it's not growing downwards. It's growing this way. So the size of the pot that you need is a wide pot. It's not, you don't need a deep pot. What I realized, you don't need a deep pot. You need a wide pot so it can stretch out and grow. So that was my what I've learned about growing ginger. Every year I'm learning new things. So what I'm about to do is take these and put them on the heating mat and wait 4 to 6 weeks. And you guys, I will show you, of course, you know, I will give you an update on them. And then we're going to move on to our turmeric. I'll show you 2 different ways to do your turmeric. I mean, this turmeric looks pretty fresh, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to soak them for 24 hours. And then this is lukewarm water. This is, I'm going to show you guys that you can start it in here. This is a package I purchased. Where's the top? Baby spinach. And I saved it because it's gardening season and that's what we do. We save, we reuse. I mean, we're gardening, we reuse. We do not waste things. So this way of soaking it, lukewarm water, okay? Not too hot, not too cold. And you just soak it for 24 hours to rehydrate the turmeric. And just like ginger, you're looking for that rhizome right there, right? So we're gonna soak this in here. We're gonna see how many we can get in here. And then we're gonna move over to doing it the other way that you can rehydrate your turmeric. We are good with that right there. I'm going to cover this. You don't need to cover it. You really don't need to cover it. But I have children and they like touching things, so we're going to leave that there. We're going to keep that covered. And so I'm going to wet this. I had sweet pea flour seeds in here because the sweet pea is so big. It's such a big seed. So I said, I planted some and it did come up without me soaking them, but without me doing it this way. But I said, you know, back up. So you're going to place your turmeric in here on this paper towel, this dampened paper towel. And we have some small ones here. And I'm going to link where I purchased this turmeric from, because honestly, you can't really get with these little pieces of turmeric. This has a little rind on it, so we're going to place it in there. You can't get organic turmeric in the store for some reason. And the turmeric that they're selling in the store, I've purchased to do my my ginger turmeric shots. You put them in the refrigerator and they're molding over already. They're shriveling up. You leave them out of the refrigerator and they're shriveling up. I don't know what's going on, and I don't like it. So this is our turmeric in here. And this container is a container I purchased deli meat in, and I saved it. Spinach, saved it. And this is where we're going to plant our turmeric, some of our turmeric in here. And I should have some more downstairs. And I wanted to show you, this is the shallots I was telling you. I don't know why I'm growing it, because shallots do not grow in this area. It is a long day plant, and this is a short day area. But I will be growing shallots, and I will harvest those greens and use them. So this is, it has the coffee filter that you see right there. It's a coffee filter at the bottom, and it has the saran wrap over it, plastic wrap over it with soil. And I put the shallot seeds in here. So I just used it up. I used it up. In the full garden tour, I hope you guys seen it. I mentioned that I purchased some more onions. I keep calling the onions the garlic. I purchased some more onion starts, and I went looking for shallots because I wanted some shallots, but I cannot. And it says, you know, Dixondale's really good at that. They tell you cannot grow, it's not to be grown in short day areas, and this is a short day area. We grow short day onions. Hey guys, welcome back to Beautiful Jungle. So we soaked our ginger for 24 hours. We soaked some of them in the water, I showed you, and we soaked some on a damp paper towel in this bowl, and with another damp paper towel covering it to rehydrate them. And they're looking really good. They're looking really good and rehydrated. So now I'm going to go and pour this off. And then I'm going to put some soil in this container, and we're going to grow some of them in this container. I just want to see how many can fit in here. You can see some of these, like they took off the nodules off of it, but we have some that has that nodule on it, and we're going to plant them. That's a little bit too close. Let's go. So about, we're going to put, let me see, I need another piece here. About 7. We're going to put 7 in here, and I'm just going to set these aside, and then I'll be back. So I did one of them already. Don't forget to label. And I'm going to show you how to do this one. I need to get a little bit more dirt. And the rest of these, I'm going to put it in this pan. So I'm going to cover this. And this is the, I don't know if I mentioned, Black Gold potting mix, all natural organic potting mix. And we will wait for 6 to 8 weeks, like the ginger, for our leaves to start popping up. God willing. God, don't forget to label. So we have these two completed. I forgot to dampen this. And I'm going to take some of the soil out of this. You see, this, that's a rock and not the rock. 70 to 75, they're going to be placed on the heating mat. If you're not sure about the temperature of your heating mat, Amazon does sell a temperature gauge for heating mats. It's like you plug in your heating mat to that, and it can read the temperature, and you can adjust the temperature to your seat starting mats, heating mats. So about 4 to 8 weeks, we should start seeing some green leaves sprouting up. So turmeric takes about 7 to 10 months, and ginger the same, 7 to 10 months. So this is the reason why we would start our turmeric, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what my research said. It takes about 7 to 10 months to grow for harvest. So that is the reason why we would start our ginger and turmeric in the house. And ginger and turmeric are the same thing. It both takes 7 to 10 months to grow. That's why we would start our ginger in home to give it a head start. We have 3 containers of turmeric and 2 10 by 20 ginger. And I purchased this turmeric from turmericzone.com. Free organic turmeric with every order. You know, that's what it says. But these were not free. So ginger likes temperatures between 70 to 90 degrees, and I'm gonna keep researching until it becomes second nature to me. 70 to 90 degrees, constant water, high humidity, rich soil, and morning sun with afternoon shade. Turmeric, after you plant it, water moderately. At this point, turmeric does not absorb a lot of water yet, and overwatering leads to root rot. Once it starts growing, water it regularly in the absence of sufficient rain to keep the soil constantly moist but not soggy. Turmeric likes temperatures between 68 to 86. During excessive temperatures above 90, it will require afternoon shade and extra water. Thank you guys for coming along with me, starting the ginger, turmeric, and bonus sorrel. So if this video has helped you in some way or encouraged you in some way, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share the video. It may encourage someone else to start their garden as well. I have a bunch of different videos of canning. This year we started for the first time apple cider vinegar, which is exciting, very exciting. I'm going to give you guys an update on that when I start to decant it, when it's time to decant the vinegar. But it is getting late, and you guys notice like I'm doing a lot of things during the week when I could get off of work, because you got to fit it in when you got to fit it in. I mean, that's just what it is, right? So guys, have a blessed day, and I'll see you here again on the next video. Bye-bye.